Hello, everyone. I am Amelia and I am the host. Today, we are going to hear some of the spooky podcasts of me and my friends. I hope you like it.
One night, I was alone in my house. It was raining, and the wind was very strong. I was sitting on the couch reading a book stonily. I heard a noise. It sounded like someone was walking in the hallway. I felt scared, but I tried to stay calm. The noise got louder and trumpet right outside the living room. I called out, "Hello," but no one answered. I took my phone and used a flashlight. When I looked down the hallway, I saw a shadow. It looked like a person, but it was very dark. The shadow moved closer to me without making a sound. I stepped back and tripped over the coffee table. When I looked again, the shadow was gone. The light came back on, and everything looked normal, but I still felt very scared.
One day, when I was 11 years, I was playing video games in my bedroom. I heard a soft knock on the door. I opened it, but no one was there. I thought it was my imagination and went back to play. A few minutes later, I heard the knock again, louder this time. I got up and opened the door quickly, but again, no one was there. I felt a cold breeze and strange. Suddenly, I saw a faint figure standing at the end of the hallway. It looked like a woman in an old dress. I blinked and the figure was gone. I knew I had seen a ghost.
My horror story is that one day I was traveling in Orlando and my family and me stayed in a hotel near a forest in Kissimmee, Florida. One day we went to wash in the hotel laundry. The hotel was very dark and the hallways were scary. The fact is, when we entered the laundry room, there was no one, but suddenly the power went out and the door closed. We were very scared when the light came back on and we were able to open the door. I still remember that scary hotel. That was one of my worst memories because I was only 5 years old. So that was my horror story. And I still remember that horror memory.
It was a quiet night. My whole family had left, and I stayed with my sister and my aunt. We were alone in the house. It was almost 11:50 at night, and everything was silent. I decided to go to sleep and head out to my room, turning off the lights as I went. Just as I was about to go to bed, I heard a slight murmur. At first, I thought it was my imagination. I went back to bed, but I heard it again, and this time louder and clearly. Well, where my room was, there was a hallway and another room that no one who lives in my house has entered. The noise came from the hallway. My heart was beating so fast that I didn't even want to get out of bed. But I quickly picked up my sister and told them everything. I approached the door and listened to see if maybe my family had arrived, but no. I heard the name, so I came out and the noise was coming from that room. I didn't want to go out, but I gauged my courage and went out to see. Since I couldn't open the door, I tried to listen, but I didn't hear anything. I ran to my aunt and stayed with her until the next day.
I remember that night. It was like 7 years ago, and I was in my grandmother's house. It was a very scary night with a lot of thunderstorm outside. Everyone were sleeping in their rooms, and I went to the kitchen to drink some water. When in the bathroom, I heard a weird sound. It was like a woman saying, help me, or something like that. I was very confused, and I think that it was my imagination. But that sound was louder and louder every time, and I was a little bit scary. Then I ran to my room and I slammed the door, and I was trying to sleep, but I can't. I had a nightmare with that woman saying, help me. The next morning, I told my mom, and she told me that in that house a woman was living a lot of time ago, and she told me that that woman was a good ghost, but it is still being terrifying. All for today. I hope you liked that podcast, and it was very funny to do.